Sad story about Drillman. A new era has begun in the Skibidi universe. New characters have appeared. One of these is Drillman. The very first Drillman's name was Calvin. Kelvin went on important combat missions every day. It seemed that this was already a common thing for him, but in fact it was quite difficult for him. With each new task, Calvin became more and more difficult. Fatigue greatly affected his performance. The leadership that sent Kelvin to battle relied on him too much and did not give him rest. One day, Calvin received another task. Not even a day had passed since the end of the previous battle, so he simply did not have time to recover. Calvin, going on this mission, began to realize that he did not have enough strength. He already began to doubt that he would be able to cope with the task 100%. Before flying onto the battlefield, Calvin went to the leadership to warn them that he had not been able to fully recover. Management treated Calvin very harshly. They did not realize that he might not be able to cope with his combat mission. Once again, Kelvin heard a harsh response from management in his direction, so he did not even count on replacing himself. A couple of hours later, Calvin goes on a mission. On the way to the battlefield, he felt a strong discomfort in his body. He was confident that he would not be able to destroy his enemies. Kelvin decided to contact his management again by radio and inform them that he would not be able to begin this operation. The leadership responded harshly to Calvin and ordered him to go to battle, no matter what. Of course, Kelvin could have simply returned to his base because he felt unwell, but the problem was not that Kelvin was afraid for himself, but that Kelvin did not want to let his team down. About 20 minutes passed. Calvin arrived on the battlefield. He was surrounded by different types of skibidi toilets that were determined to destroy them all. Calvin feels fear, but still fights the toilets. A couple of minutes pass. Calvin fully understands that he has virtually no strength left. From his team, Kelvin had simple agents who were much weaker than him, so there was not much hope for them. Another 10 minutes passed. Calvin falls from being hit by the big toilet. At that moment, all the agents turned their attention to him and realized that they would not see victory in this battle. Information that the agents are approaching defeat reaches the leadership. Management gives the order to the agents to return to base. The agents did not want to leave Calvin in trouble, but their task is to obey management, so all the agents went back. Of course, Calvin did not survive that battle, but he was able to show his willpower. Calvin is a true hero, and his management treated him cruelly, which is why this outcome happened. Such a sad story about Drillman.